What it do, my baby boos, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, hey, hi, how are you? What it do? My name is Alyssa, and I am the girl with the plum bob tattoo. Welcome to the channel. So today I am decorating a studio apartment that is kind of like late 20s, early 30s kind of vibes. I moved out of Sim shortly before I started doing this out of Oasis Springs. And if you guys didn't know, I used Oasis Springs as like our Wild West along with Strangerville, but I also had, Oasis Springs as like my main town for the Wild West. And since we're kind of moving into a more industrial age, I decided to kind of revamp Oasis Springs and the families living in it. And along with doing that, I'm kind of like turning them into farmhouses, but along with doing that, I'm also revamping the families that live there because, people are getting older, children have grown up, and, people are kind of changing their lives. And one of these children that grew up was from an Irish family that was first generation immigrants that moved to Oasis Springs, aka the Wild West, a while ago. And their daughter grew up, she's now a young adult, and she never really fit in with the whole Wild West theme. She was always really interested in the industrial kind of style that is, kind of taking place in the 20s and 30s. She decided that she didn't want to run the farm. They're very heavily farmers in her family. They're Irish, they're like very get your hands dirty kind of a family. And so when her father died, her mother is very, very old, and she would have felt pressured to stay in that farmhouse had her brother not kind of said, I'm gonna take the farm over, do what you want to do, sis. So she decided that since her brother was kind of taking over and taking care of their mother, that she would go ahead and live her dream of living in the big city. So that is how she ended up here. And, we're just trying to make it a little bit more fitting for that time period. And I've really wanted for a long time to decorate an apartment specifically in this style. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna record it. And now here we are. So I love this apartment so much. I love how small it is. And with the whole Great Depression coming up, it's probably going to be in her best interest to have a studio anyways. It's a lot less rent than a normal apartment, and I think she can handle that a little bit more. She really has no idea that the Great Depression is well on its way, but with her current financial status anyways, honestly, I don't think she even really has a job yet in San Myshuno. Whoops, we should probably help her out with that before shit really hits the fan in the Great Depression. But I had a lot of fun decorating this. In the entryway there's this little table that's meant for mail. Once she picks up her mail from the hallway, she can kind of, just put it on that little table and go through it later. So it's a little messy. It's got a lot of envelopes on there. And also, because she did come from a farmer family and, in The Sims 4, you can't really farm with animals yet. Please, Sims team, I'm begging you. Please give us farm animals in the future. By the way, I did download that cow mod, and I'm planning on doing a review video of that as well. So look out for that one. But, in The Sims 4, all we can do is planting, gardening in order to, quote unquote farm. So she has a lot of that instilled in her. She loves plants, which is why I kind of doused her apartment in plants. I think it's absolutely gorgeous too. It's not too much. Well, in the main room, it's not too much. In the kitchen, she's got a lot of herbs and stuff going on. It's almost a little witchy the way that she set it up though. Maybe she can start dabbling in Wicca, and see if she can be like a kitchen witch or an herbologist or something. Maybe that could be her future job, is something with herbs, because there is actually something you can do in The Sims that you can experiment with herbs and stuff. That might be something up her alley. I'm not sure if there's actually an actual career revolving that, but maybe that could be a nice hobby for her. I don't know. She's really, really interested in plants. I also added a lot of old-y kind of photos, like family photos that have been passed down. Very, very old looking. I made this as CC a long time ago too. I put photos of real people that I Googled in this tiny little frame so that they can put them on tables and stuff like that. And I think it really fit with the build very, very well. And maybe they're family, maybe they're even her herself, who really knows, but I thought that it was really, really fitting in this build. The kitchen is probably my favorite favorite part of the whole build, just because, well, not build, but it's more like a decoration kind of video. But, you know, it's my favorite part just because of all the plants, and like there's strawberries out and peppers and like fresh fruits and vegetables. And then in that little nook is where the table is. There's only 2 chairs because it's really just her, and then room for like 1 guest if they want to visit her, because, you know, it's a small apartment, it's a studio. So I just figured that would be like perfect. I think this is absolutely perfect for her. She's always been more of a city slicker than anything else. So her family's really, really proud of her. Well, most of them are. Her mother is a little disappointed. Her mother really wanted her to kind of follow suit in their family's footsteps and be like one of the farmers and take care of the animals and all that jazz, but she really didn't want to do that. Like, that's just the furthest thing from her mind, because I just remember when I was going through and, you know, giving everybody makeovers for, I think it was like the 1918s, like somewhere around there, she never really got an update in her wardrobe. She looked like she stepped off the Titanic from like the second that I started, you know, giving her a makeover in the first time. And she was fancy. She was very, very fancy. So I thought, she's fancier than these people who really want to farm. Like, her whole family is in like farmer garb, and she's been wearing this beautiful gown for a long time. Like, she just didn't want anything to do with farming or being in a small town. She's just not like that at all. So I think she's gonna have a lot of fun in the city. I think that's kind of what she like has always had as a calling. Maybe she'll try her hand at like acting, or I don't know, like a really nice job. Maybe she could work at a paper, something like that. But all I know for sure is that her main hobby right now is like herbology or herbiology, whatever that word is. I'll probably look it up after the fact. But anyways, she kind of has like a little bit of alchemy going on in her kitchen. There's this whole table just kind of dedicated to all of her herbs, and maybe she kind of feels like that could be like her healing center. Like, if she really wants to, like if she has a sickness going on or something like that, like maybe she could learn how to mix herbs in a way that could offer a lot of healing, especially like to her friends and family, and obviously herself. And she has no plans for kids as of right now, so it's kind of perfect. A studio, I just feel like, is absolutely perfect if you first move into the city and you have no idea what you're really doing and you don't have a family to worry about. It's just you. I just feel like this studio is going to be absolutely gorgeous, honey. Gorgeous. So hopefully the Great Depression doesn't hit her too hard, though, because she does have a lot of furniture going on. And I don't know, like, does rent go up or down if you have a lot of like stuff that's worth a lot in your apartment? I hope not, because we do have quite a nice apartment when it comes to the decorating. I did forget when I built this the first time, a fridge, so I put that in post-recording, so you'll see that in the screenshot. But I completely forgot about a fridge and also a dresser, so I still have to add the dresser for her. But I'm not really sure why I even did this in the first place, if I'm being honest with you, because she's not one of my main characters in the history legacy, and she never really will be. She's just someone that I thought was unique enough to give her own place. And since I'm not gonna have her in the Let's Play or this apartment really, I just figured I'd record it for you guys and just let you see my building process. I keep calling it building, but it's not, it's just decorating. But I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and maybe, who knows, maybe someone in the future who is in our Let's Play could live here or whatever. I don't know. The furniture won't be the same though, because this is like very, very 1920s, 1930s, and by the time we get to the city, if we ever do, it's probably gonna be way later than this. But I don't know, I've just always really, really wanted to see what it would look like in the city. So you guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below, what you think about this apartment. I love it personally. If you don't, let me know as well. And I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye, loves. Mwah.
had been a wallflower for so long, standing on the sidelines, watching life go by. But now I hear something that sounds like a love song from the birds in the sky. Seems I'm falling, falling like a fresh summer rain. Falling, falling, time and time over again, for the boundless pair of eyes in town. Have I found that someone just for me? Someone to care for carelessly. It seems to be true that I found my heart's home. Who thought a rose led to